All right, hey, we are here with Fixdid, man. Welcome to the Bearded Clam Show. How you guys doing tonight?
What is up? What's up, man?
All right. Well, hey, we had a mutual friend, Rachel Martinez, hooked me up with you guys. She's really doing a lot for the San Antonio scene for the Bearded Clam Show and Metalheadradio here. I'd like to give a really big, fat props to Rachel Martinez.
Yeah, hell yeah. What's up, Rachel?
So, this is your first time on the show, so go ahead and tell everybody who you are, what you're about. Introduce yourselves to the Bearded Clam Show.
We are Fixdid from San Antonio. We love to rock motherfuckers out. I don't know if I can say motherfucker on the radio.
Oh, yeah, this is my show. You're good to go.
We love metal. Yeah, we're just a bunch of hardworking dads by day and kick-ass rockers by night. Looking to take not only San Antonio, but Texas and the whole world by storm.
All right, that's a great motivator to take over the world. I said I want to take over the world in a monster truck, man.
One rip at a time. One rip at a time.
That's right. It's like the young bull says, "Hey, man, let's run down there and fuck us a cow," and the old bull says, "Let's walk down there, son, and fuck them all." So tell us about your experiences in the San Antonio scene.
Yeah, we've been, we've all been around the scene, so we've seen a bunch of awesome bands. I mean, San Antonio is I don't know how well it's known outside of San Antonio, but we love the metal scene here. It's definitely got some history to it. Definitely.
Yeah, I've been introduced to it by, like I said, our Rachel Martinez, but every band that I've heard out of there has been pretty great quality.
Definitely. There's a lot of good talent in San Antonio, man. A lot of good talent, man. My time needs to be heard other places too.
Right. Well, I'm here in the Nashville scene, so we take music as a way of life here. I mean, I know it is for musicians everywhere, but we all kind of congregate here. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you remember when you were in high school, there was that one dude that was like the best guitar player in the school? Well, they all come here, you know, and bag groceries. You know, it's like, okay. I know, but hey, the guy bagging your groceries probably had a #1 hit back in 1970 or whatever in the country world and got Grammys, and you know.
Right?
Like, you can go to East Nashville and see Grammys in people's gardens and shit. It's crazy.
Wow. Music. It's all music over here. Music.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a way of life here.
Yeah, definitely.
So what's it like? I mean, it's obviously it's a way of life for you guys, but how do you guys get to live it in San Antonio?
For the most part, I mean, the shows, there's a lot of great venues out here. They're real supportive, you know.
Right.
It's not really that hard, you know. And the fans, of course, they come out, and especially family. We've got a huge family, and they're very supportive. So, yeah.
You want to give some shouts out to your buddy bands?
Oh, yeah, definitely. We got Steel Missile, Anger Kill. Definitely Anger Kill, man. Each other at Puta. Yeah, the Puta, yeah. Five Bars, Five Billings County from Dallas. What I Get Spy. The list goes on and on.
Oh, hell yeah. You seem like you got a lot of friends in the scene there.
Yeah.
And does that make it easier to put shows together, or does that make it more difficult to choose who with?
It's not easy to put shows together when you have a bunch of friends like that.
Right.
I mean, we've all had our reputation built up throughout the years, and coming together, you know, we put them all as one, and we have friends that just want to play on shows with us, and, you know, and it's a blessing. We support each other over here, man, big time. We support each other. Everybody supports each other over here in San Antonio. You know, we met guys from Dallas, Austin, which they also got badass metal scenes going on over there. Yeah. You know, San Antonio, we're bringing it back alive again. It sort of died out here for a little bit, but you know what? The spark's coming back. The metalheads are coming back.
Yeah.
Metalheads to the shows now. Shows are starting to get a lot more people. You know, it's picking up, man. It's looking good right now, man.
That's excellent. That's great to hear.
It's a cool place, man.
But at the same time, we want out of here. We want to, we want to take it to the next level.
Well, I'm in some talks with some people. We're gonna try to bring, cause I'm impressed with what I've been hearing out of San Antonio. So what I'm trying to bring some San Antonio bands out here to Nashville to put on a little showcase for some people, but that's all gonna be dealt with through Rachel there. So keep your eyes and ears open for that. I'm sure she'll let everybody in the San Antonio region know what's going on with that.
Yeah, we'll bring it full steam.
So are you guys in the writing mode, the recording mode, or the show playing mode? What do you like a snapshot of Fixdid right now? What are y'all doing?
Well, we just did about a year of live mode, and we did an impressive 30 shows in 1 year. So we were going to try to stop, but when you're going that much,
Right, you're in demand now.
We got momentum right now. We got momentum going with us. Yeah, we're having results. We're not playing for. We're having our show fixed. Yeah, we need to play. We just got to be up there on that stage, man, because that's where it's all at.
Yeah, you need the roar, the bombast roar.
Yeah, for bands that we're more of a live band, you got to see as opposed to hearing the recordings. We bring the show, we bring energy, but we are working on recording, so
it will get better. It is getting better. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like I said, it's the live shows what Fix is really all about.
Right.
You got to the live show.
So, if someone's coming to a Fixdid show, what can they expect?
Energy. Yeah, high energy. A lot of headbanging, and just leaving it up on stage. Therapy. Yeah.
Therapy. That's a good one right there. I haven't heard that in a while.
I'm Justin. I'm the guitarist for Fixdid, and I just like to headbang, man. Just kind of go into my own little world and put it all aside, whatever it is, and let it all out. And
right.
Leave it up there.
That's a release for me. It always has been, and metal's always stood by me, even when other people wouldn't. Metal never left me. You know what I mean? It was like sometimes in my life is my best friend, and that's what I try to give back now.
Mhm. I hear you. I feel it, man. My name's Daniel Ortiz. I'm the drummer, man, and I love metal, bro. I just love metal. I love hard, freaking metal.
Tell me some of your influences there. Tell me, give me some bands that you love.
I see. That's what's good about Fixdid. We got so many influences and genres. I originally was a death metal drummer, and then I joined Fixdid and I became a groove drummer. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy where I'm at. I get to do a little bit of both. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Fixdid is pure energy, buddy. Is always, for me, it's therapy. It's everything. I gotta have it. You can't take it away from me. You can't take it away from me. You take it away from me, and then start to wither.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, in fact, that's how this radio show got started. My band had broken up, and I missed the roar. I needed the therapy, so I decided, hey, let me try my hand at this, and it's been a journey ever since. But yeah, this is how all this started out, is therapy.
That's badass, man. That's what's up. Music. Another thing too, man. Music brings a lot of people together. People don't realize the good of music in this world. Some of the favorite shows we did this year were for benefits. Just do a lot of that.
Yeah, the metal crowd is a very giving crowd. I've noticed that. The lifelong metalheads are some of the most generous people I've ever met.
Yep. It's so weird because some people don't expect that coming from a metalhead. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
A metalhead ain't any different than anybody else, man. We just love metal. We live life to the fullest.
We're just a little more intense than other people.
Exactly, and we know we're privileged, and blessed, to be able to do what we love to do. We all know it. You know what I'm saying? Don't take advantage of it. It could be taken away in a heartbeat, just like that. So we every time we play, every time we practice, and no matter what, we give it 110%, no matter what.
Like David Lee Roth said, the entertainment game, baby, here today, gone later today.
Nah, man. But Fixdid is a band, man. That, you know, it's got a lot to how do you say it? It's got a lot to prove itself right now to a lot of people, to the fans out there. You know what I'm saying? We know what we can do. We just want to get better at it. You know what I'm saying? And we do get better at it. You know what I'm saying? Practice is you know, it's just something that you need to do. You know, to get somewhere. You know, you're gonna get what you put into is what you get out of it. You know what I'm saying? I've always lived by that. You know.
Now, what's in the future for Fixdid? What's coming up on your plate? Tell everybody what's coming up.
Again, we're trying to work on some you know, merchandise, get a CD, get you know, some stuff out there for the, you know, the fans to hold on to. And hopefully get invited to some shows like Nashville and
oh yeah,
you know,
yeah, we can make that happen.
Yeah, you know, we work the city pretty good, so you know, we're ready to kind of take a step out and see what we can do. You know what it pisses out, the people on music. Yeah, we do pretty well here, and being a young band, so we can turn it up.
We're ready for the for people to hear what we have. You know what I'm saying? We're
right
at that level. You know, it's time. You know, we've been taking. You know, we've had like how you say it? We set goals. We set goals, and we just go by our goals, what we want to achieve. You know what I'm saying? And,
that's excellent.
We set some goals up. It's time to set up new goals now. That's where we're at right now. You know what I'm saying?
That's incredible. I've never heard a band say that before. I've been in this game for a long time. I never really heard anybody say that everybody in their band was goal driven. That's fucking incredible.
Oh, yeah, we're all the same guys, man. We all want the same.
Yeah. We're brothers, man. We're brothers. You know, we're a big family here. You know, we are family. That's what Fixdid is. We're a big family. You know, and we just want to add on to our family right now. You know, add on a lot of people, thousands if we could.
Yeah,
we are family. You know,
we evaluated the industry, and we want to be, you know, like a band like Lamb of God. You know, self-made, and so we've been doing a lot of music studying and business studying, so we kind of understand that we needed to come at this with a plan and you know, make sure we all stick and stay on top of each other to make sure that we don't step out of line and stuff. So this is definitely something that we are, you know, planning on just continuing, and
it's our life, man. It's our life.
It's a hard life. It's a fun life, but it's hard too. There's no real manual for it, because it's like, you know, what made Motley Crue famous is not going to work for you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, well, you got to find, and it's all about opportunities and being able to take advantage of opportunities.
And again, to wind it back on, you know, what you would say, you know, the band represents, you know, it's definitely energy, but it's also positive energy. We don't, you know, pretend to be necessarily angry on stage when we're playing. You know, we enjoy being up there, so you see us smiling and just the lyrics that we sing about, you know, and they're, you know, for the most part, you know, positive, you know, positive for the most part. So.
But heavy at the same time.
But heavy as fuck at the same time.
All in your face.
So if a band, if I've never heard you before, if you had to compare yourself to somebody I have heard, who would it be?
Probably. Definitely Pantera versus Deftones and maybe Mudvayne. If some fan put it, if Deftones had a baby, it'd be Fixdid would be born. Yeah, Fixdid would be born.
That's awesome.
Like, we love them, you know. We look up to a lot of things they do, you know, but we're not exactly like them.
Yeah, we're pretty hard. I mean,
we got our own little thing, you know. It's a good thing, though. It's a good, heavy thing.
Tell me about the writing process. How do you approach writing a Fixdid song? How do you?
Well, we'll kind of just strip it down, make up some riffs or whatnot, and then like bring it to the band, and then try to play through it, and then everybody puts their input on, you know, on how this is going to be arranged or not, and then vocally the lyrics, they just come from nowhere from Eddie, the vocalist, and he comes up with some off the wall stuff. Like just they really mean stuff, because, you know, the industry's so saturated with the same old repetitive thing. And then the recording process is too, you play a run and then you just repeat that, or they take a fragment of that and then just redo it. And we're not trying to be like that, because to me that's not music. Music is real, it's in the moment, comes from the heart. Yeah, and every time that you play, I mean, it's not gonna be exactly the same. So I mean, just trying to make it more than what it really is, to have that magical touch, to really lure you in, and as a listener, be like, wow, that took me on like a little journey, a little ride,
Yeah, like Led Zeppelin in the 70s, they would book a venue for a Friday and Saturday night, and people would buy tickets for both nights because it wasn't the same show.
Yeah.
That's what, if you can bring that and do it in front of a camera and about 100 people, that's going to send you straight to the top.
Wow, cool. Yeah.
Because you're not competing against another band. You're not competing against, what you are competing against is the internet and Xbox and, and then like in Nashville here, if I go and play a free gig, well, it's free for the musicians not getting paid, but to the bar, I mean, to the end user, the customer, or the fan, they gotta pay an $8 cover for $7 beers, and if you brought a girl or a significant other, you're paying double that. It's $20 to park downtown, and if you're lucky to not get a DUI, it's not a free show, to go see. But is it like that in San Antonio too?
Yeah, we're definitely thinking about, and we've already talked around the idea of doing definitely webcasts and things of that nature. Things we're working on just to put us out there. Not everybody can make it to the show. We want to definitely start broadcasting our shows. So that's definitely something. We do have a website again, Fixdid.com, and pretty soon that kind of stuff is going to be going on. Yeah.
Right on. Now, what I've noticed, one of the weaknesses I've seen in a lot of bands is when I see them online or I watch their YouTube video or whatever, they don't have anything that says who they are. There's no banners, and they don't have anything, special about them. I mean, musically, yeah, they're great, but if you can't remember who they are visually, you're not memorable. You know what I mean? It's like,
yep.
If you're gonna embrace the online and the webcast and all that, make sure that somebody who just stumbles onto you can see your name, like a banner or on the kick drum head at least, or something like that. Because I have seen some badass bands and cannot remember who they are because I could never find their name.
Yeah. Once you see our name, once you see us, you'll remember. We got banners. We got people are gonna know who we are. We're not just gonna go up there and be a no name. And my drum hit says Fixdid. We got some cool ass banners that we just don't come and show up. We got some lights and stuff. We try to make the show as entertainable as possible. You know what I'm saying? Not taking it too far. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now, what does the name Fixdid mean?
What was that again?
What does the name Fixdid mean? What's the meaning behind it?
It's like that question, what came first, the chicken or the egg?
Well, actually, there is an answer to that. Eggs have been around since reptiles, and chickens came along a couple 100,000 years later, so the egg...
Fair enough, yeah. So Fixdid basically just, it's you got a problem and you fix it. You got a short in your guitar pedal. You put some tape on it. You fix it.
It reminds me of the Army. I swear to God, if it couldn't be fixed with 100-mile-an-hour tape or 550 cord, he just sprayed painted it green.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I used to tape on. Tape fixes everything.
Even a nagging wife.
I remember duct taping a stick to the stand for a mic stand once.
Back in the beginning of the day, everything used to be duct taped together.
We paid our dues.
That's Fixdid right there, huh?
Excellent duct tape.
You should make your CD cover a picture of your name, of your logo drawn on duct tape.
right.
That would be epic, dude. That would be like, that is so killer.
That would be us, basically.
Yeah, basically that'd be us. You know.
I mean, we're all hardworking guys. You know, a lot of us are in the industry that requires, hand labor and stuff. So we have time to fuck around and do shit like that.
So you all have day jobs, right? You're not living off of rock and roll?
No, not yet. And hopefully, you'll start with maybe a beer sponsorship and then move from there.
Yeah, we're learning. We're doing a lot of learning at the same time. We're not so new to this, but we're new to the business aspect of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But we're a band to be reckoned with, brother.
That's awesome. Well, make sure you get me some music. I haven't gotten any MP3s from you. Make sure you send it to submissions@beardedclamshow.com. And anybody out there who wants to send some music to the Bearded Clam Show, send it to submissions@beardedclamshow.com. So, well, guys, we're going to wrap this up here. Before we do, tell everybody where they can find Fixdid on the internet. Tell everybody your web presence.
Well, we can be found on Reverb Nation. We can be found at Instagram. We can be found at Fixdid.com. And we can be found on your mom.
Found on my mom. That's a bold statement right there, boy. But, so another thing I gotta get everybody to do is I gotta get you to record me a bumper here. So what you're gonna say is, "Hey, this is Fixdid, and you're listening to the Bearded Clam Show on metalheadradio.com." When you're ready.
Yep. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, this is Fixdid, and you're listening to the Bearded Clam Show on metalheadradio.com.
Fuck yeah, it's been a while since I got a fucking one-shot, one kill. You guys killed it.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, hey, this is the Bearded Clam Show, and you're listening to Fixdid, so check it out.
This is DJ Nova telling you to tune in to the Bearded Clam Show Friday nights at 8 on metalheadradio.com. Come jam out with your clam out.